Alright, so we're going to show you how to use VirtualBox. So you just run VM VirtualBox. Like I said, the purpose of this is, like this machine, we're running Windows, right? We want to add another operating system on it. Make sense? Okay, so to create a new machine, like I have, you see that I have different machines. See that? Run Ubuntu, run Fedora. Okay. So to create that, you just go to, let me make sure I start to download Fedora to prepare. Say to run Fedora, you need a USB flash. You could run it from your flash drive. Okay, we can try that then. Yeah, that's some, you can actually run it from flash drive too. Okay. Okay, let's see. So say just follow the prompt. So we have Workstation, create live USB. Reliable, user-friendly, powerful OS for your laptop or desktop computer. Focus on your code. This is just the user interface, just like our GUI here in Windows. So that one they call Genome. Right. Complete open source toolbox is open source. Like for example, hey, I want to find how do I get to like display settings. You could customize on your own, create your own tools box. So that's the benefit they try to tell you. Like trying to find or build the tools you need. You can customize your own. Right click. You can put anything that you want, just like quick menu. Like Windows, you cannot do that, right? And open source languages, tools, and utilities. Click or command line away. You can either use the GUI that they call Genome, or you can use the command line like we just talked about, terminal, right? Or CMD. Get virtual machines up and running quickly. Virtual machine we talk about like Oracle VM when you create different machines. Now, why we need that? So in the software development world, when you write a program, you have to test the program, right? Then how would you test the program running in different environments? Windows, Mac, UNIX. So that's why we have to create different virtual machine. That's one way, right? And then you can distribute your source code on those machines and see how it works, how it runs. Make sense? So that's why we use the virtual machines. Built-in Docker support. Docker is a container. It's pretty much a new technology that's make it easy to, like, for example, after you write a program, how do you deploy it? Meaning, how do you make it like public to use? Right, you normally it's gonna be on your local computer that you test, right? Or you publish on the server on the website, right? So a Docker is just a container that support pretty much make it easy to deploy your apps on the container, and then that container you can create instances of that. Just like you already have application running on that, you don't have to do the same process on the fresh machine again. Like it's take a lot of work, right, to install JDK, to set environments and run your application on that machine. So different machine you have to do the same thing, different. Then you actually just copy and paste the image. Then you can have multiple of them. Make sense? So that's kind of an idea of Docker. And this OS is trying to say, hey, I have that all for you. It's pretty much more in terms of developer friendly, not if you are in business or accountant try to use Fedora. No, you want to use Windows, right? Make sense? But in computer science, so that's why it's different. That's why I'm just showing you. Okay. So if you have USB, then you can test to put on your USB too, and you can run from USB. It looks like if you have USB, you don't really need that VirtualBox. It looks like to me here. Okay, and then you pretty much have your Fedora on the drive that you can plug in and use. Because some students they come in, they plug in their USB and then they just run from that machine, Fedora, when they use. Make sense? You can try that and you go back. Okay. Now, if another option, pretty much you just get the image. And then put on your VirtualBox. Maybe USB is a good option for VirtualBox. See that? The other one is for USB. Let me actually go to the official website to download. So this is just the version 10, 13, 14, 15. Take me to this one. ISO. So yeah, that's the one that you want. Okay, so that's the disk image. Okay, so you see the first option, put on the USB drive, right? The second option. Now, once you get that image, you're pretty much just going to put that to install on your VirtualBox. So you're going to create a new machine, name. I think we got, let's say, server. Next, you could just adjust the memory, like RAM for your machine. Like I said, if you have too much, it's going to slow down your current machine, right? Because it's running from your machine. Okay. You don't want to slow down your machine, so I just put a little bit. And this is create a hard disk, virtual hard disk. This is just a type of hard disk. So it's going to be VirtualBox disk image because we download the disk image, right? And this is just how you want the fixed size, or you want it to be dynamically allocated. So we can use that. And that's the size of the virtual hard drive. I'm going to leave everything as default. Now we get the machine and the name of the machine. But this is an empty machine, doesn't have Fedora installed yet. All right, so that's come to his question. Hey, I get it. How do I install it? Like I said, we just download the ISO, right? So it's gonna take like about 35 minutes. So that's why I go home and do that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start the machine, and then they should have the part that you can link to the ISO. Okay, now I'm going to just check. This is pretty much the configuration that we gave for that machine. So like now if I start that machine pretty much is not going to do anything because there's no OS on it. So it's going to say, please select a virtual optical disk file that the disk to start your new virtual machine from. Right, so you probably want to select the ISO that we're talking about right there. Browse to it and select it. Then start to install it. That makes sense? Like now, those are the ones that I have before. like Ubuntu. So the other one I still wait for it to download. Make sense? So just browse to that location. Like now it's still downloading, so it's under downloads. So once it's done, it's pretty much just the ISO that you want to select. Yeah, that one, right? That makes sense? That ISO is still not complete yet, so it's that part. Okay? And then you can open it. So it's going to take a while, and then it's going to start to install. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel it out first until the download is done. I'm going to turn off the machine. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I ever install onto this one. Yeah, never install. So same thing. Now let me show you, for example, like this one I already installed. That one is Ubuntu. It's just another UNIX distribution. So it's gonna, like when it's installed, it's not prompt for that anymore. See that? If it's the machine that doesn't have one, it's gonna prompt for that. Looks like it's still needed, so you can link to it that way. If you don't see the dialog prompt because it says it's missing the bootable drive, you can go to devices and link to it. Yeah, that's the problem. Choose this image. So I'm looking for this one is Ubuntu. If I have one, oops. It looks like I don't have. Then I need to download too. Let me check the other machine. This one seems like I never installed it. Yeah, one is installed. When you hit like that, it should start out with the operating system. Yeah, like that, right? Like that. So it's like you start Windows machine, right? With that first black screen, the list of, like that, list of, right, commands, and then boot up to the GUI. That makes sense? So that's the step that you have to do, get the ISO, link it to, and then start the machine. Okay? Any question now? We're running UNIX on your machine, right? Okay, sure. So let's repeat one more time, right? Like I said, this is an empty machine once I create, right? Like I can always create a new machine, name it, go through it. I'm not going to do it, and then you have a new machine like that. Like this is pretty much a new machine. That when the machine doesn't have OS, you have the name because I give a name when I create it. But when you run it, it's going to give you the dialog, hey, I cannot find a place where I can boot up the machine. Tell me where should I go and boot up, like that. You see that? Yeah. Like first time we see the dialog because it's first time. It's prompt for you, tell me where the bootable drive is, right? Now, if anybody build a machine from scratch, if you're a gamer, you like to go to Micro Center, you buy pieces, then you know this step. You have to have the bootable disk on USB or whatever, right? To boot it from. Because the machine doesn't come from the factory with Windows OS. So this is the same thing like that. That's why you have to tell where I should boot it from. Now, I have the Windows. Go to that drive and boot it from there. Now I have Fedora, right? Go to that location. That's why I browse and boot it from there. Make sense?
So should you use Fedora with a flash drive like at home? Or...
That's another option. I never tried, but I see students use it. So try that. The first option that I told you, right? And the second option, I normally use this one. That's why. But yeah, I would try that too. Or flash drive. Yeah, the two options. If you put on flash drive, like I said, I never experienced that myself, so I don't think you need VirtualBox. You should experience that. Okay? Because I see students do that. They put a drive and they run from it. Just like another machine. Make sense? Try that and let me know. It should be very simple, it looks like. Okay? Which is the benefit that is not occupy more memory from your machine. It should not slow your machine down. But this one will. Any other questions? Alright, so I have my machine on Unix, right? Now we're ready to use Unix. It's probably the same thing like Windows, Firefox. You can just use fire the Firefox. You can use the Excel words, but they have their own free. You don't have to pay for Excel word, right? But of course, this is not the .xlsx. When you use this and you try to submit to someone who uses Windows, they cannot open it because different file. Make sense? But they have the same thing. Yeah, you can use Firefox or Chrome, download everything. Like, I just recommend that try to get yourself into Unix environments. Make sense? Just, yeah. If you have the old machine, install that on your home machine. It's pretty the same thing, right? You can go to... Now, for our class, we gonna go to terminal, correct? Because we gonna use Unix command. So this is just like a window key, like a search bar, like at the bottom, like that. Make sense? This is Ubuntu, right? This is Ubuntu, but we're gonna talk about Fedora after you got that one. Just type terminal. Ah, interesting. But you may notice that it's slowing your performance down a little bit. Right there, terminal. Yeah, you say you can go to Google. It's just like machine. But slow down because it's not the real machine. If my machine like run with a big memory, then you will not notice that. Make sense? Like a lot of time, like you guys know, like you can rent your cloud computing, cloud server, right? Same concept here. They create virtual machine for you to use, and everything is free. Now they will sell it to you. Certainly, if you know how to set that with a good hardware, then it's going to be run very fast. Make sense? So this is a terminal that we talk about. All right, we're ready for the get. So let's read your assignment. Again, I want you to start to use this to write your code for all the assignment. Make sense? Use UNIX environments. Okay, so that's why I spent time to show you today, right? Go back home, set this up. We're gonna use Fedora. I show you because Ubuntu is not up yet, but you go back to Fedora, right? Which I technically will do the same thing when I go back home. Set it to show up. Make sense? So next class you should have Fedora. Okay? On the terminal?
Okay.
Yes. That's why we were talking about earlier today, right? How many of you actually, write the same code already? Okay, but this time, you technically, if you talk about same code, you just copy and paste, right? You could, but we have another one for you. Pick the question. Let's go back to Blackboard first. So go to class exercises. Go to class exercises. I have to log back in. We 04 in, right? 04 in. 05. 05 in. Go to class exercise. There's so many menus. The easy one just go to class exercise. Always get to that. The other one provides resources. Okay? So class exercises, you have to do get tutorial. Remember, I asked you to watch the videos, right? And do that training from code school, right? The org, and you can watch my video again if you want to. It's not required. So that just help a little bit. Go to github.com, create your GitHub account. So you're going to submit your work through Git after you write the code. Make sense? Let me show you how. After you create an account, let me show you now. GitHub.com. If you don't have one, create one. If you already sign up, right? If you already have one, just sign in. Like for this class, it's CC201. Of course, you can have your username and your password, but I try to tell you that I already have the public source code that you can just do github.com/cc201. And then these are all the repository for the source code for this class. Like for example, I don't have, it's empty right there, right? Like once you get an account, you pretty much have an access to this page that don't have any folders or projects or repository, right? You have to create your own repositories. So repo, they call repository. You can click that and name the repository. Like I name hello world. Once I did that, it's just give me this page. Make sense? Good. Any questions on create GitHub account?
So since there were 3 completed authentication, the 2, you want us to make a repository for each, put them on the same one, or?
You actually can do this assignment 1 repository, and then just add our files to that. And then another repository for assignment 2, right? Like which is today, right? All right, so I'm going to copy that because that is the link that you want to submit on Blackboard, right? Copy a link to GitHub project and paste it in this class Dropbox. And this class Dropbox right here, click on it, assignment 2. And then you can just paste the link to your project. Make sense? Of course, you're going to have to learn how to upload the code. Once you get the code, then you paste the link, right? And submit. Make sense? Alright, so let's go back. So choose a programming exercise from chapter 2 in the textbook. Okay? So you can choose any, but go to discussion board and post. You're not going to choose the same question. Different student has different question. See that? Assignment. Go to chapter 2. See that? And hit assignment 2 and paste that there. So, for example, I'm going to look at textbook. You have 2 textbooks. If one, like, some chapter is going to be out because we have about 26 students and maybe they will have like 15 questions. Just go to the second book and go to chapter 2 and pick the questions. Or when you go to the second book, just look at the same topic that we were talking about. Make sense? Chapter 2 is about like data types, using scanner, things like that. This is just to review, right? So now just pick a question. Let's say I'm going to reserve from Introduction to Java Programming or the other link, right? Another book is Savage. You see that 10th edition textbook, Daniel Lim, question 1. So you only select the programming questions, not the like answer what is JRE, no. Only select the programming questions, okay? There's a section for like simple like terminology questions and we want the programming questions. So when you go to chapter 1 or chapter 2, we were talking about chapter 2 now, right? Chapter 1, chapter 2, last class you just reviewed simple step. So pick any questions, go to Blackboard, reserve it. No, once you reserve it, another student get in, and make sure you're not going to pick the same question. Make sense? So I didn't get to the end of the chapter yet. And this is a good textbook. You can also use this book as a supplement reading. What I'm going to do, like when I say chapter 2, I base on this one, okay, for the class exercises. So you can pick any of this. Make sense? 2.1, 2.2. Make sense? So let's say if I want to pick 2.1, go to the discussion board, right? And just put, hey, from link textbook chapter question 2.1. And it's all you. Okay? Now we have the extra credit portion. So you can just write with a console, like system.out.print. You scan it to read input. You get it 100 points. If you want to challenge yourself with the graphic user interface JavaFX, you get 110. Like the GUI instead, right? With JavaFX, not Swing. Okay? If you want to make an Android apps, you get 120. Okay? You want to make a web, you have the 120. Like Blackboard is a web interface with Java, JSP. Okay? Any question on assignment, extra credits?
So how do we make it as an Android app? Did you write it as if you were writing an Android app?
So, do you have, let's use Android Studio or IntelliJ IDEs for that. So you need to download Android Studio for extra credit. To answer to that, okay, to get Android, you need to add one option, get Android Studio, and write a code through that. Another option, use IntelliJ. I had the video show you how to do that already. Okay. Get IntelliJ that can do Android too. We're gonna talk about that, not now. We're gonna show you how to do it. Screenshot of the output when it's small, videos when you have to demo, when the application get bigger. Like now it's too small, you can just hello world just screenshot. You don't need to demo hello world. But if you make a calculator application, you have to demo now. You can do video or submit in class, demo to everyone or demo to me or TA and get a grade, okay? Now for extra credits, yeah, I recommend you to show, okay, demo to in class. Oh, it's just like Notepad, or just like that. Graphic user interface, like that. We will learn how to do this. Okay? But I said it's not required, it's extra credits. So at this point, I'm not expecting you to know how to do that. That's why it's extra credits, right? But we will learn. Now, if you want to go ahead of the game, I recommend for JavaFX, use this textbook, chapter, I think 16, 14, 15, 16. We will learn that too. We'll get to that chapter. Okay? And if you watch when you go to Blackboard, I have a video sections. You can watch that. It's going to show you how to do it too, if you want to go ahead of the game. Okay, like JavaFX. See that? Part 1, part 2, okay? Any other questions? Alright, so if not, let's come back to remember you will learn Git today. You want to focus on that. Okay, don't worry about the extra credit until you get this one done and submit. You have time, then go to extra credit. Okay? Make sense? Extra credit is just for the one who want to challenge and have time. Or the one who needs a grade. Most likely the one who needs a grade, they not really have time to get to extra credits. And they cannot handle that. But if you are really good and you happen to be not doing good on the exam, so you can make out a score on that part. So if you read review before you register for this class, you're gonna see people talk about good things like extra credits, right? That this is coming to help you at the end. Correct? Some of you may take the class only know that. This is going to change your life. Okay, the extra credit portion. And also change you pretty much learn more. Alright, so first need to know the basic UNIX command, right? pwd print working directory. This is just show you the path. I'm at the home tenants. UNIX always like that. Like my document. Right? So in Windows just like they don't show C, but Windows happen to show if I go to my documents. It's just like my and the user actually not my documents. I think C, right? Windows C, and then what? Users, and that's the same like that. C/user/ right? So that is a home directory. Is UNIX. Like always locked to your user folder right away. Okay. Now we want to check Git, right? So type Git. Let's see what Git. What file? Git. So if I type Git, it's just like if I type JavaC. You guys know JavaC, right? Yeah. Who said no? I don't. All right. So it's pretty much just tell you if you have the Java compiler already, right? So if you say JavaC dash maybe version, let's see. Yeah, it's tell you I have 1.8, right? So Git version. They have that dash for Git, right? It's just tell you that I'm using do dash. So that Git version. So that means I already have Git. Just verify that you have Git installed. If not, it depends on your OS. If you don't have it installed, you just need to install it. Like Fedora install Git command. If you use Fedora, it should show you how to do that. You have to follow this sudo dnf install git -all or sudo apt-get install. This is for Ubuntu. Make sense? Like slightly different with different Like for Mac, if you use terminal, you can do that. Follows instead. Okay. Now I already have it. If you don't, you have to type that command. It's going to start to install for you. Questions? How to get Git? Remember we create GitHub, right? That's just a web interface where you're going to submit your work. And this is how we're going to submit our work. So we have to use the editors, right? And editors that we use is, before we even go there, let me make a directory, mkdir, right? csc201, make directory, mk, stand for make, dir directory. So I'm going to change directory cd to csc201. Make sense? It's clear, just clear. So now I'm on csc201 if you look at the path, right? So what's next? I want to create a file named hello world.java. So Vim is just like Notepad, the editors, right? For UNIX. Okay, I don't have Vim, so I have to install Vim. Install Vim. Now, I need a password to install. Just the same thing. If I don't have Git, I just do sudo apt-get git, right? Again, if you use Fedora, it's going to be slightly different. Okay? Now, installing just like download and install in Windows. You download now, downloading, right? Well, it's all done through the terminal, but not the OS, right? So once it's done, now you can use the editors, just like I download Notepad to use here, right? So the next thing is you want to go to cheat sheet that I provide you, okay, on Blackboard and review how to use the command UNIX. These are UNIX command that we type, and you also want to review how to use the Vim or vi command. Make sense? Go to cheat sheet right here, right? So I have git command, vi command, UNIX command. See that? Review that. It's, like I said, it's going to take you some time, but eventually you'll get it. You can do Vim tutor. And I want you to go back home and do this. Follow this, how to do Vim. It could take about an hour or two. It's going to show you how to use these text editors. Okay? Like now, you may not be able to do it yet. So to get out, you have to do Shift:Q, quit out. So it's all in command interface. Okay? Hello world.java. Make sense? I insert public class hello world. Hello world. And then public statics. So you're gonna write code on here. Make sense? Main string args. Interesting. Okay. So system.out.print hello world. Alright. That's it, right? So you're going to do colon W stand for write that you save the file. If you don't do that, you have to type over again. All in the instruction that do Vim tutor. Okay? And all cheat sheet. You have to go back and do that. Exclamation mark. Done. You have it over the weekend until
Monday.
yeah. If you cannot get Monday, we can push to Wednesday. But try to get Monday. It depends on you. The more you get faster, the more you learn. If you can, I just push for you to next Wednesday, but no later than next Wednesday. Okay? It's gonna take some time. Yeah. All right. So Java C, compile it, right? Hello world. Make sense? Now compile, no errors, then you can run. Oh, .java, right? And then you can run Java hello world. That's it. Done. Now you just do get command to push it to get. Okay? You can handle this? Okay. We pass along. Let's say you get to this point, try that, okay? So you can always go to my cheat sheet, do step by step. I want you to do because he's going to be a little bit slower than me. Then you can catch up. That's the reason. Let me show you again. You can do from cheat sheet. You can do from CMD now. You don't have to have the Ubuntu. This is the same thing. If you don't remember, go to get cheat sheet and follow step by step from there. Okay? So you need to do. All right. Now, if you have question, you can walk to my CC 140F and we'll be right there. Okay? And you can let them go. Make sense? Any question for me? Yes.
So be careful on get a good code, get a code account, do the
Yeah, do this process that. Get GitHub.
Yeah, permit GitHub.
Write code on VI and then submit it. That's what he's going to show, right? I just show you how to write a code, compile it, and run. Same thing like CMD, right? That we done, right? Yeah, if I reserve 2.1, you have to pick 2.2 or the other. Discussion board, you post it. Right.
So on the discussion board, all we're doing is just saying which one we're doing.
Right.
Okay.
Just one question, write a code and with VI and submit it. Right. Questions? Yes. Not Eclipse, nothing else. We are not showing that yet. Okay? Any other questions? Alright. Yeah, discussion, just post the question. Post the question that I received 2.1. And then once you're done, you submit. And then you can share your code to submit your link on that discussion board. Yeah, submit that link too. Because now you learn how to submit, go back home, submit that, then submit the link too. Okay? Make sense? Because I didn't ask you to submit the first one with Git because you didn't show yet. Now once you know, go back and submit the first one. Right. Okay? And the screenshot, you submit the answer. Yeah, you can do on the Dropbox itself, right? Remember? Assignment one Dropbox, right? Like you submit, okay? For the screenshot of the answer, or you can show it to me in class. Make sense? Because the link only shows the source code, not the output. Make sense? Okay? All right. And
Then it goes to the office.
yeah, you can do that. Okay.
Then you can switch this back.
So if you have question more CC120F, I'm be there. Okay.
Okay, so you guys would still want to create your GitHub account first. So it's basically on GitHub. And if you already have one, you can upload it through there. So you want to create a new repository and then just name it something. So I'll just call it hello world. And then create repository. And then this link right here, you guys are going to need it later. So once you go into your account, new repository, and this page should pop up. So first, to upload, you want to do git in it, right? And then it should create a folder for you. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Usually it will create a .git folder for you guys, and then there's going to be a lot of files in there for you. You don't really need, but you can read through it. But then what you want to do next is git add, and then add the name of that program. Okay. So start off with git init, and then git add, and then the name of the file. And then next you would want to commit. So git commit -m, and then put like a message in it or something. Okay, and then you would want to add the origin. So you would write git remote add origin. Then this is when you would post, like take this link right here. This would work too. You can follow these steps too, right? So git init, then git add, and then the file name, git commit, and then like -m, and then in quotations put a message. And then this is the step I'm at right now. Git remote add origins. Yeah, and then the URL. That's not good. Okay. I tried it in. I wish I could do it though. And then you want to push it. So basically you're just getting, so you create the .get folder, and then you're adding your file, and then you're committing it, and then you want to add it, and then basically you're getting it, then you're just pushing it up into the Git. Oops. and then just enter in your username and password for your account. He didn't tell me his account. I didn't have nothing to see. So once you guys like upload it, sometimes you might get a question that says this: please tell me who you are. Just put your email and your name so you can set a profile.
Just would be like that, like get config and
Yes. I need your account for the Git.
Oh, CSC, yeah.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Need to give you the password, right? I can write down for you. Username should be CSC201. Yellow pen. Okay, once you have that, that's it, right? Make sense? And then you come back to look at too many pages, huh? Alright, right here, right? You can now do the same thing, go to csc21/hello world. Oh, you create a new one?
Yeah. I didn't know
So, hello world 1. And that's it. 5 minutes ago, right? That's the code. Make sense? Copy a link and submit the link. This is fine too.
first we should install the Git on
Yeah. If you don't have Git, you have to install.
So can we use places or
Yeah, any system. Okay. Like just show you how to install the command, right? See that? Installing on Mac. This is from the terminal. If you don't want to do terminal, like everything here will be based on the terminal. Okay. You can just download from that one to Mac, right? For Windows.
so what was the visual and visual parts for? Do we have to install it on the
VirtualBox for Unix. How you gonna run Fedora on your Mac? You need VirtualBox.
Do we need to install it on Federal or on basically?
Git is just an application. Like I have Android. I want an app. I have to download app. Git app. You can also download Git on here. You can search Git and download on your phone too. It's just an app. Fedora is like Android OS. Then you have to install Git on Fedora, right? And virtual machine just like your Samsung or iPhone, but virtual. Yeah. Any other questions?
Wait, how do we install Git on the
Oh, just command. Like just like I show you. Yeah, sudo app install. Here. You can either use this one because like I said different Unix have different like apt-get this is for Ubuntu. You can try that too, it may work, okay? Or DNF, right? I don't know, that's why I try again, then I know. Sometimes I forgot too. But everything install git on Fedora command, you guys get the answer right away. Like I said, it's just a little bit different command. Slightly different, most likely it's going to be the same. Yeah, DNF-1 stop get. Like I said, it may be 100% work, but it's gonna work one of these times. But I don't have Fedora yet, so when you have Fedora, you'll find out. Okay? Any other questions? You cannot run. Again, this is also a question. Any other one? Like, general questions? That's personal now. We can look at. If no general question, I guess it's time. You call it roll radio.
Yes.
Alright.
Did I miss anyone?
Alright, so I'll see you guys next class.
Just write down your name and then just write down. No, I think there's only one.
Can you So I yes on here see that